Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
Having a family dinner, cookout, or company event and don't feel like cooking? How about you let HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering handle all your catering needs? We have everything from smoked meats to soul food sides, everything made from scratch just for your event. Please contact us at 816-438-1101 or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com HG's Barbecue and Catering. We gladly serve the Eastern Panhandle and DMV areas.
Good afternoon. This is Akeem Holmes from Home Team Sports TV, live with my co-host Reggie Creamer, live at the Cougar Cage, where we have the 17-0 Jefferson Cougars versus the 8-9 Buchannon Upshire Buccaneers. Reggie, what we have seen early from the roster that kind of caught us all a little bit off guard is that COVID has really taken its toll on the Buchanan team, where they have 7 players dressed at this time.
Yeah, it seems they really hit their team hard. Just COVID's really got everybody just scrambling to figure out what to do, how to keep you occupied. And with their small roster, it seems like a couple players from the JV might actually play tonight for Buchanan as well.
Yeah, I think that 2 just showed up. So I got the roster from the coach. We want to make sure that our viewers from Buchanan realize that with Home Team Sports TV, they're going to get a professional experience. They're going to be able to view their children from Jefferson County and Shenandoah Junction, and that we pray that we have a blessed game. So first, for the Buchanan Upshire Buccaneers, who are 8-9, they won their last game on this Thursday, 2-17, 60-33 over Lewis County. They're 6-4 in their conference. Reggie, from looking at their roster, looking at their players, they have a lot of size.
Yeah, they look long and athletic. They could actually give Jefferson a little problems tonight, as Jefferson, as we all know, is very, very guard-oriented. They go with small lineups, really don't have a true big. Everybody handles the ball, everybody moves well, but a team like Buchanan with a lot of length, that can go zone, that can make Jefferson turn into a team of shooters, which we know they can light it up from outside. It could be a little issue for them early if they can't figure out that length and size.
And that's what you want to see right now when you get closer to the playoffs, you get closer to potentially the state tournament, where you're going to see teams and players that you don't necessarily know or feel comfortable around. As you realize in sectional play and regional play, you see those kids on the AU circuit, you see those kids in rec league, so you have a little bit of familiarity with each other. But when you get closer to states, you're going to see teams from other parts of the state that you're not familiar with, and they can pose problems for the first quarter to half, until your coach makes an adjustment.
Yeah, making a lot of adjustments. Like traveling further down south in West Virginia, basketball gets a lot more competitive. It's just a different experience, and with these teams starting to play a lot more around the state, like Buchanan and Upshire coming up here to play. Years ago, they would never come up here and play. They wouldn't like travel to interstate, Jefferson, anybody. But now more and more teams are traveling to get more experience to see what they're dealing with come state time.
Exposure is an amazing thing. Exposure is something that's also a word you hear from a lot of coaches and children and parents. They want to be exposed. No longer do they want to have a false reality or a false hope. They want to be exposed to the best to see where they match up. So the roster for Buchanan Upshire, we have Zach Burring, number 2. Number 4, Sterling Throp. Number 5, Sean Blanding. Number 11, Oliver King. Number 13, Lamar Hurst. Number 22, Nathaniel Ringer. Number 23, Ian Stratter. For the whole standing and undefeated number 1 ranked Cougars, we have number 0, Jaden Gladney, sophomore, 5'11". Number 1, Deion Taylor, senior, 5'10". Number 3, Cameron Johnson, senior, 6'5". Number 10, Jamari Jenkins, freshman, 5'8". Number 11, Colin Johnson, sophomore, 5'5". Number 12, David Haynes, senior, 5'10". Number 20, Will Shavely, who will not be playing today, the junior, 6'2". Number 23, Bryson Fleming, the senior, 6'1". Number 25, Darian Massenberg, the senior, 5'11". Number 33, Adonis Troxel, who will not be playing today as well due to injury, sophomore, 5'11". Number 34, Wyatt Shavely, sophomore, 6'3". And number 45, power forward, sophomore, 6'4", Jared Warburger. So Reggie, from watching this team a few times and us doing a few games together now, what is something about the Jefferson team that continues to ail them that needs to be corrected before they potentially make a state championship run?
Speed kills, but Jefferson fouls an awful lot. But with the style of play they have, fouling is naturally come. They play a very fast up-tempo game. They want to get you up-tempo. They want you running. More of a helter-skelter type of thing.
And Reggie, since you made that comment last Friday, in the games I have done so far, I have paid attention to the fouls. And you're right. You get the wrong people in foul trouble, and especially Cameron Johnson, who is the only size that they really have right now until some players who are injured come back. It could pose a problem for some of those Southern teams that are built more inside out.
Yeah, a lot of teams, when you go further down south, like a team like Morgantown, who's ranked number 2 in the state, a lot of size with Morgantown, a lot of size. They like to play inside out, but can also play outside in. So a team like Jefferson, who, as we said, fouls can cause major problems if they can get to Charleston. Because getting in foul trouble down there, it's hard to come back when playing good teams when you got to go down to Charleston.
And you also realize as well that the refereeing is different. Around here, I think they're a little more less ticky-tacky. They allow them to be a little bit more physical. Whereas when you go down states, you don't want to see your guards get in trouble for touch fouls or the aggressiveness of Jefferson High School, where they're always looking for steals, getting fouls, in that sense. So how, as a coach, Reggie, would you continue to have your kids maintain aggressiveness, but also prepare them for what they might see, at a potential state championship run?
Well, like I said, a team like Jefferson, what you want to tell them if they can make it down there? They want to make it down there, not to gamble as much. Still play fast, still play hard, but don't take as many gambles. Unnecessary gambles can really cost this team if they can advance.
And that's what you want. When you have a team, especially as this, when you add depth, youth, and some seniors on the team, you want to maximize that chance to make a state championship run. So our sponsor, Cheryl Yates, Raul Carvajal, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Home Team Sports TV.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
Having a family dinner, cookout, or company event and don't feel like cooking? How about you let HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering handle all your catering needs? We have everything from smoked meats to soul food sides, everything made from scratch just for your event. Please contact us at 816-438-1101 or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/HG's Barbecue and Catering. We gladly serve the Eastern Panhandle and DMV areas.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And we're back at Jefferson High School in Shenandoah Junction at the Cougar Cage, where we have your 17-0 Jefferson High School Cougars versus your 8-9 Buchanan Upshur Buccaneers. We would like to let you guys know that our broadcast is sponsored by Cheryl Yates of ERA Liberty Realty. Phone number 304-261-6109. For all your realty needs for buying and selling a home, please contact Cheryl Yates at 304-261-6109. We also would like to let you know that our player of the game is sponsored by Goosehead Insurance, the Carvajal Agency. Phone number 304-557-2787 for all your insurance needs. Once again, that is the player of the game, sponsored by Goosehead Insurance by Raul Carvajal at 304-557-2787. Right now, we will stand and remove our hats for the national anthem. We'll be back. Once again, Jefferson High School basketball. Jefferson High School played a little Luther Vandross.
Yeah, it sounded real good on there too. Feeling it.
Sounded real good. So we're getting ready for the game, and we have the starting lineups. And you notice that Buchanan Upshur comes with a lot of confidence.
Well, they came in with confidence. A couple fans traveled up here for them. Nice little drive from Buchanan to down here. That's about 3.5, 4 hours.
And that's what you love to see. You want to see confidence. You want to play against the best, and you want to play against kids that you know don't fear you, and they're going to bring 100% the whole time.
And a team like Buchanan has already faced Morgantown earlier in the year. So they're no friend of the competition.
So they've already know competition. And we actually have a change in the Cougars lineup. Well, we actually will start Wyatt Shively and Dayon Taylor will be a reserve today.
I wonder what's causing this change. I wonder what Coach Woods has up his sleeves to make this certain change before the game.
You wonder if maybe it's a little bit of rest. If they potentially see this as a game and he might be nicked up, and they're looking forward to seeing him, play. You get a little bit of rest.
Yeah, because Dayon plays at a high level the whole time he's on the court. I mean, you got a lot of good players, but he's Jefferson's motor. He can get them going, can score, gets a lot of steals. He's Jefferson's motor. So, resting a player like him, probably playing spotty minutes today. We'll see what Coach Lewis has up his sleeve.
Yeah, and when you're 17-0, there's really not a lot you can question of a coach. He's made the right decisions this year.
He's made a lot of right decisions. And what's good for him this year, the kids have really bought into the program.
Yes.
They want it. They got a taste of it last year going down. Now they want it. They want it all. They have a fire that they need to just let out.
And you love to see that. And it's also, guys, and everybody who's watching, for a community to succeed and excel, you need everyone to buy in, from the coaching staff to the players and to the parents. And I think right now what you have is you have a community where the players, the coaching staff, the community as a whole, and the parents have bought in.
They really embraced us. I mean, you leave football season, they really embrace the football season, and the energy has carried over to basketball.
Yes.
And that's something that Jefferson County, let's be honest, has been missing for a while. Basketball has not been up there, but the program, Jefferson County, is really starting to turn things around.
Yes. And you see that at all levels. You see that as Shepherdstown's JV had a successful season. You see it as Wildwood's JV and Varsity had a successful season. Middle school didn't have a JV championship this year, but Wildwood did win the varsity championship at 20-0 and have won 49 straight. Harpers Ferry had a good season. Charlestown, JV, and varsity had great seasons. So you see that Jefferson County, there's a lot of good basketball being played.
Yes, the whole area is starting to really come up. And let's get ready for tip-off.
Cam Johnson wins a tip to Bryson Fleming. He attacks the basket, up for two.
Quick 2 points, and Jefferson right in the press.
Just Bryson Fleming with a steal. Up and in. Quick 4-0 lead for Jefferson High School. Look, they've come out with a lot of energy. And as I've said on every broadcast, I'm a little biased, but my favorite player to watch this year has been Bryson Fleming.
A lot of high energy players, very high energy, plays hard. And you see Jefferson's press, quick timeout, 4-0 quick timeout by Buchanan. So as we see, that press is something scary when Jefferson can control what make you what they want to do.
And that's what happens when you actually don't normally and consistently play against teams as athletic as Jefferson High School. So what I'm saying is, it's hard to simulate in practice the pressure that Jefferson High School puts on you if you don't have the same athletes in your school.
No, it's very hard, and depending on who you see throughout the year, and we have another turnover.
The steal by Bryson Fleming and the layup by Cameron Johnson is a quick to 6-0 lead for Jefferson. And Buchanan Upshur is having a problem getting the ball up the court. Jamari Jenkins with the steal, but he loses the ball out of bounds. They provide a lot of energy. They're getting the fans in the stadium already excited. You love to see they come out here and they're playing to dominate their competition.
Well, that's what you want to. You want to play to know that you're the better team.
Buchanan up the court quickly. They slow it down. Another by Jamari Jenkins. Jamari Jenkins up for 2.
Quick 8-0.
Lamar Hunt with the ball. Quickly up to number 2, Zach Boring. To number 23, Ian Strider. Ian Strider with the ball at the top of the key. Number 2, Zach Boring. He attacks the basket. He throws it up into traffic. Misses. Rebound by Cameron Johnson.
And just like that, Jefferson all to the races.
He misses. You would like to see him go up a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more physical on that.
Real lackadaisical on that, but he'll get it together.
Lamar Hurst with the pass. Zach Boring misses. Ball quickly up from Jamari Jenkins to Bryson Fleming. And Bryson Fleming with the finger roll layup. And Buchanan Upshur with a quick timeout. And honestly, you know, when we came out here and we seen the roster size and, you know, the effect of COVID on the team, you kind of realize that if Jefferson came out and played their game, it was going to be difficult for Buchanan Upshur today.
Real difficult. As you can see now, it's very difficult with that pressure. Gotten the ball across half court 2-3 times, and quick, just like that, Jefferson down and scoring. Quick 10-0 in 2 minutes.
A quick 10-0 lead. Jefferson has a DJ in the building playing a little DMX. Stop, drop. Something down, open up shop. And that's kind of how Jefferson has treated this game. They treat this game like, you know what? We're going to come out here, we're going to play ball, and we're playing to get you up out of here.
Yeah, we are. And you want to think, as I mentioned earlier, Buchanan has played Morgantown earlier this year. Maybe Jefferson peeked at the score and say, maybe we can do better.
And that's what you want with your team. You also want to send messages to the rest of the teams around the state that, hey, we are legit.
And see, Jefferson has been doing that all year long.
Tip pass by Cameron Johnson, stolen by Jamari Jenkins. Jamari Jenkins to Jaden Gladney.
There's that shooter.
He missed out the front iron. Rebound by Ian Strider. Quickly up to number 4, Sterling Throp. Oh! And a oop to Lamar Hurst. He misses with the rebound by number 13. Number 23, Ian Strider. Lamar Hurst has hops.
Yeah, I didn't expect those bunnies that early.
Jamari Jenkins called with the charging foul. Guys, you don't really realize how impressive that oop was. You know, he didn't convert, which obviously, you know, as my father would say, it doesn't count, then it doesn't matter. But, you know, it's good visual, especially on the NBA All-Star Weekend. Maybe we can have our own little slam dunk contest today. Lamar Hurst with the ball at the top of the key.
Very athletic.
Trap to Zach Boring. To number 23, Ian Strider. Splash for 3. Quick 5 points by Buchanan Upshur. The score is 10-5.
And it seems Buchanan starting to settle in a little bit here against their speed and press.
It was a great timeout by the coach. Lamar Hurst pulls up for 3. He's off. Way off. Bryson Fleming up to Jaden Gladney. Gladney to Jamari Jenkins. He pulls up for the jump shot.
Beautiful shot by Jenkins. Good save by Jaden Gladney.
You know, what I've noticed the most about Jamari this year is Jamari has played a little bit of an old school game in the sense that he loves the mid-range jumper.
A lost art in the game is the mid-range, but he will pull off from mid-range.
Jamari Jenkins misses the 3. Quickly up to number 2, Zach Boring. It's number 4, Sterling Throp. Back to Lamar Hurst. He attacks the basket and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Lamar Hurst with shooting 2.
So it looks like Hurst the one who wants to attack the basket.
Yes.
On number 3.
He's a very athletic.
His first person.
He's a very athletic big.
As we said earlier, I didn't expect him to go for that hoop like that. They caught everybody off guard.
He misses the first. It seems that, you know, he's a little off with his shot. So he's chosen the strategy to attack from the inside out.
Attack, get easy points, hit the free throw line. Try to get himself in rhythm.
Get you in a little rhythm. Yes, ready. And he misses them both. Rebound by Cameron Johnson.
Said Jefferson's off to the races.
Up quickly to Jamari Jenkins. Cameron Johnson at the top of the key, being guarded closely by Lamar Hurst. Jamari Jenkins pulls up for three. Splash for three. Jamari Jenkins quickly with a quick 7 points.
A lot of confidence. A lot of confidence he came out shooting with today.
Yes, sir.
Foul on number 10, Jamari Jenkins. That's his second personal.
Foul called on number 10, Jamari Jenkins, for his first foul of the game. Mr. Brown said it's too much contact. Ian Stratter at the top of the key, being guarded closely by Wyatt Shavely. To number 4, Sterling Klopp. To number 2, Zach Boring. Back to Lamar Hurst.
As we see, as I was talking about, Jefferson is a gambling team. They will go for that ball.
The fans wanted to push off, but the referee said nope. Physical contact. A great play by Bryson Fleming. Kicks it up to Cameron Johnson. Slam bam, thank you. Cam Johnson. And once again, that was a great play by Bryson Fleming. He gave his body up. He tipped the ball out for Cameron Johnson for that dunk. Number 5, Sean Blonding misses the air ball jump shot. Stolen by Bryson Fleming. Up to Jamari Jenkins. To Jane Gladney. Pass. And blocked by number 5, Sean Blonding.
Smacked it right off the glass.
I love the effort from this Buchanan Upshur team. Lamar Hurst is getting a little physical out there. And a beautiful mid-range jump shot by number 4, Sterling Klopp. Reggie, you see Lamar getting a little frustrated with the contact. What is something that you would tell Lamar, like, hey, to calm him down, relax him, and get him involved in the game before he might get a bad foul call?
Settle down, play the game.
A charging foul on number 34, Wyatt Shavely. I think the referees are trying to get control of this game. They see that it's getting a little physical, and it's getting outside of the realm of basketball physical.
A lot of ticky-tacky, a lot of extra activity going on outside the play.
Yes. And the referees are trying to reel the game back in before it gets sloppy. I agree with them. This is basketball. Number 4, Sterling Klopp with another beautiful mid-range jump shot. 17-9. Jefferson. Wyatt Shavely put up for 3 in the corner. Splash! Wyatt Shavely for 3. 20-9 Jefferson. Zach Boring dribbles the ball up the court, being guarded closely by Jaden Gladney. To Mr. Throp.
It looks like we're about
inadvertent pass.
Another turnover.
Off Ian Strider. Jaden Gladney brings the ball up the court. He slows it down to Bryson Fleming. Back to Jaden Gladney. He thinks about the 3, but he thinks again. Kicks it to Mr. Haynes. To Cam Johnson. He pulls up for the mid-range. He's off. Rebound by number 13, Lamar Hurst. Zach Boring dribbles the ball up the court. Number 23, Ian Strider. To number 5, Sean Blonding.
Ooh.
Back to Sterling Throp, being guarded closely by Wyatt Shavely. Ian Strider from the top of the key for 3. He misses. Rebound by Bryson Fleming.
Jefferson off to the races.
To David Haynes. Up for 2.
Good pass by Jaden Gladney.
David Haynes leaked out. Once he seen that rebound was made, he got himself an easy bucket. 22-9 Jefferson with 1:43 left in the first quarter. You still want to see Jefferson maintain defensive balance. You know, just because you see that you might overmatch a team skill-wise, you still play the game the same way. So you want to maintain your defensive integrity, you want to maintain your offensive integrity, and you stay in the flow of the game because you have a big game with Spring Mills coming up on Wednesday.
You don't want to get lackadaisical. I mean, just keep the pressure up, keep pushing. Don't give Buchanan any chance of hope. Any team with a chance of hope is a dangerous team.
And number 13, Lamar Hurst misses the first free throw. You know, as athletic as he is and how much we have praised him, you know, his shot has been a little bit off, you know, the first quarter. So we definitely look forward to seeing him relax and settle into the rest of the game.
Coach Williams with a lot of, we don't really see on the floor by themselves much. No true point guard in.
Jaden Gladney from the top of the key. He misses. Rebound by Darian Massenberg. He goes up strong to Wyatt Shavely with the spin.
Oh, Wyatt Shavely again is called for the charge.
And there's an offensive.
That's his second charge of the game. And with Will Shavely out, Adonis Troxel out, you don't have the normal depth that you have. So these foul calls can be very integral and very important to the remainder of the game.
Force Coach wants to go a little deeper in his bench than what he likes to, especially with a kid like Shavely who gives a lot of energy.
Yes. Zach Boring attacks the basket. Number 4, Sterling Throp. Back to Boring. Ian Strider.
Hey, Buchannon looking for a good shot here. A lot of ball movement.
It's number 2, Zach Boring. Back to Lamar Hurst. Guarded closely by Darian Massenberg. To Sterling Throp. This is reminiscent of Hedgesville and Kelly Church.
You don't have to force anything, especially you don't want to force someone with a team like Jefferson, and there's a turnover.
That's poor execution by the Buchanan Upshur Buccaneers.
Cam Johnson.
You see how he floated in there?
Glide. Little Clyde Glide in there.
Little like Clyde Drexler.
Beautiful and one.
And Cam Johnson, 6'5", handles the ball very well. You would like to think that colleges have to be very interested in this young man right now.
And he does it. Completes the three-point play for Cam Johnson, 6'5" senior.
25-10. Right, Jefferson. And then 17 seconds left in the first quarter.
Like Fleming on the foul.
Defensive breakdown. Puts Bryson Fleming in a bad spot. Now Bryson Fleming has 2 fouls. So we have Jamari Jenkins with 2 fouls. We have Bryson Fleming with 2 fouls. And we have Wyatt Shavely with 2 fouls. Buchanan Upshur is already in the bonus. They're shooting 1-1.
Well, like we talked about earlier with this Jefferson team, they get after it, they do foul.
Yes. Rebound by Cameron Johnson. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 25-11, Jefferson High School. David Haynes with the ball at the top of the key.
And he's a shooter.
The ball stolen by number 5, Shannon Blonding. Up to Lamar Hurst, and they run out of time. And the jam doesn't count. We're going to commercial break. Jefferson High School 25, Buchanan Upshur 11.
30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
The Cougar Cage with the Jefferson High School Cougars winning over your number 11 Buchanan Upshur Buccaneers 25-11 after the first quarter. Reggie, what is one thing that you like about how Jefferson played in the first quarter, and one thing that you did not like?
I like the energy, a lot of steals, doing what Jefferson does, but like as we talked about, the foul trouble. A lot of players in foul trouble, and like I say, Coach Lewis come on with a lot of different lineups today. Still no Deion Taylor yet sitting in the lineup. If it could be for rest, I'm not really sure.
And, the fouls is something that they have to work on in practice. And a lot of it is just moving your feet and keeping your hands straight up. And those are the fundamental things that as a high school student athlete, you have to realize how the referees are calling the game and make an adjustment.
Well, I think hopefully Coach Lewis talked to them at the quarter break and they'll figure things out. And like I said, Jefferson again with that pressure.
Ball stolen by Bryson again. Oh. And the ball is blocked. It was stuck in the goal. The referees will get together to see what happened first, and it was called a tie-up.
So they call a jump ball. Like ball's gonna stay with Jefferson.
The fans wanted the goaltending. I was always raised and really never to question the referees. What they call is what they call. So it'll be a tie-up, Jefferson ball. David Haynes misses the three-pointer. Rebound by number 23, Ian Strider. Number 13, Lamar Hurst with the ball at the top of the key. Plays a little bit of one-on-one. He throws in. He misses a layup. He gets his own rebound.
Hustling. He's playing hard tonight.
He's playing real hard. I'm impressed with him. His shots are just not falling right now. Colin Johnson and Darian Massenberg.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. Beautiful assist.
And that's beautiful team ball. And that's something that I think has really taken Jefferson to the next level this year. The first few games, a lot of it was, individual players showcasing themselves. And now they're more of a team. They have gelled. And it's been really fun to watch.
Fleming with the good
defense. By Bryson Fleming to David Haynes. Ooh. He anticipated that contact and didn't go up with any aggression.
You always want to go up with a layup in thoughts of making it. Yes. So strong, you have to worry about the contact.
If it gets blocked, it gets blocked. It's going to happen. No one has played a game of basketball and never had a shot blocked before. The ball passed to Bryson Fleming to Colin Johnson, the sophomore is in at point guard to start the second quarter. Quickly to Darian Massenberg. He surveys, double pumps, passes the ball, and it is knocked out of bounds by number 4, Sterling Throp. Now, Sterling has an impressive mid-range jump shot. I've been impressed with how he relaxes and he has a soft stroke.
Getting right to a spot, too. Right a little short baseline.
In to Bryson Fleming. Pass by Wyatt Shively. Rebound off of Shively. Hit out by Ian Strider. The ball remains Jefferson.
And with this lineup, I say you haven't seen Jenkins or any of the other starters really back in the game left, except Fleming.
Haynes with the ball at the top of the key to Darian Massenberg for 3. He misses. The tip by Wyatt Shively to Bryson Fleming.
Fleming again. Fleming again.
Wyatt Shively and Bryson Fleming. They just do the little things that help you win ball games. Looked like a travel. Looked like he got away with a travel right there, but it wasn't called.
You count the basket and keep going.
Count the basket and keep going. Pick set by Wyatt Shively. Cameron Johnson called for the travel. I think he was in his head a little bit right there. He had that mid-range floater, that free throw line jump shot.
Little cuff ball like a.
First started back in the game, Cameron Johnson. Sterling Throp with the ball at the top of the key. He kicks it to number 2, Zach Boring.
And like we're saying, Buchanan has a limited roster right now. Not many players dressed.
Block by Johnson with the block. Ian Boring, they're aggressive. This Buchanan Upshur team is not intimidated.
No, they're playing hard, not scared at all, Jefferson.
No.
Maybe trying to make it a little more physical. Maybe trying to make Jefferson uncomfortable in the game.
Yes.
Maybe that could be their plan.
Make the game a little bit ugly. Sterling Throp with the mid-range. He misses. Quickly up to Jaden Gladney.
Oh, again with the block.
Listen, number 5, Sean Boring, has 3 of the most amazing blocks I have seen all season already. And he attacks the basket.
But what we was talking about that block was chase down block. Didn't give up on the play. Could have easily given up the 2-point layup. Didn't give up on the play.
Full speed. And you can tell with the skill level of the players that they have why they may give the smaller schools a bigger problem. This team has a skill set to compete at a lower level of basketball. And Buchanan Upshur, they're a very cohesive unit as well. You see the players communicating with each other. You see a lot of, dapping each other up. And when they make a mistake, they talk to each other. Not a lot of yelling. So it's, that's another great factor of a successful team. And when your kids truly and genuinely care about each other.
Yeah, not arguing with each other, just keep fighting, being scrappy.
And they've cut the lead to 14. So they're not going away. Let's see if Jefferson can put together a string of offensive possessions and provide a early knockout punch. Jamari Jenkins, quickly to Cameron Johnson. To Colin Johnson, he pump fakes, he attacks the basket.
Beautiful floater. Looks like Jefferson has backed off with the press a bit.
And number 11, Colin Johnson, he has amazing talent. He's only in 11th grade. And his defense on Zach Boring draws another 5-second call.
Great defensive stand by him. To move your feet, no foul, no reaching, just move his feet.
And you're developing him to be a big part of your future.
He can't be playing major minutes right now.
Yes. Jamari Jenkins at the top of the key, guarded closely by Sterling Throp. Wyatt Shotley pulls up for three. The rebound by Sterling Throp to Zach Boren. To Sterling Throp. He attacks the basket. He misses. Wyatt Shotley up to Colin Johnson. He guides himself to Jaden Gladney. He smartly and calmly slows it down. He sets the offense up.
Good drive.
Attacks baseline.
Good by Jaden Gladney.
And the floater is up and good. What makes Jefferson so lethal is they can score on multiple levels with multiple players.
Gets it back.
Little breakdown of defense right there, not getting back.
Great pass by Hurst to Throp. He has 6 on the day. Colin Johnson to his brother Cameron Johnson. And Cameron slips and travels. I think he was wondering if he was going to dunk it or just put up for a layup.
Yeah, I think he was trying to figure out what he wanted to do, especially with number 13. You know that man likes to come around and swat anything that goes by that rim.
Yes.
Like we said, Jefferson has backed off with the press this second quarter. Maybe because of foul trouble to keep players.
Yeah, they have 18 fouls. Another breakdown on defense allows an open jump shot by number 2, Sterling. Sterling Throp passes the ball to Zach Boring for 2.
And another short baseline jumper.
You know, Reggie, to be honest, although the offense has been good for Jefferson, there's been a lot of defensive breakdowns so far in this game. And against some of the more elite teams, that's going to hurt you.
It'll hurt you bad, especially breakdowns like this in a game where a team is fighting. And it looks like we have another jump ball on the floor.
And to be honest with you, that was a little bit of hero ball. You know, a lot of dribbling, spin moves, crossovers. You know, as Buchanan, I'm sure you're going to win the game with team basketball. So I would like to see Lamar become a little bit more team-oriented on the offensive side of the ball. Cameron Johnson misses. Guarded contested by Lamar Hurst. Hurst pulls up for the mid-range. Up and in.
Beautiful shot. So see, Lamar Hurst is trying to put the team on his back and bring him back. So hopefully Jefferson doesn't try to get into a one-on-one match with him and to keep playing the team ball they've been playing.
Yes.
Ooh, beautiful. And we have a charge called on Jamari Jenkins after the dish.
His 3rd foul of the game.
That was on number 10.
Which will send him quickly to the bench.
3rd personal. David Haynes checks in for the freshman.
And this is what we're talking about, where you have to adjust to referees and how they're calling the game. And just realize that, hey, not everybody calls the game the same. And you adjust your play to how the game is being called. And ball stolen by Jaden Gladney.
And what I liked about that play with Jaden Gladney was he took it strong to the basket this time. Didn't try to be a little fast. He made sure he was getting that one.
And you got to realize, too, sometimes you see when these kids get the steals, they don't necessarily accelerate to the basket. They actually wait for a little bit of contact, and waiting for the contact, they don't even go up with the same velocity and intensity that you normally would do. So that time he attacked the basket with intensity. No one could catch him, and it was an easy bucket.
Yeah, so that was an adjustment on his part from Ari being having to chase down blocks, so he adjusted.
David Haynes up for 3. He misses. Rebound by Lamar Hurst. Lamar Hurst got away with a little double dribble. Sterling Throp with the mid-range. He misses. Rebound by number 5, Sean Bourdain. But he falls over his own player and travels.
But this Buchanan team still playing with hard, still playing with a lot of heart. He's only 14-point lead and a breakdown on defense.
and this is frustrating. This is frustrating to watch. And Buchanan Upshire's coach is highly frustrated, and he called the timeout. Listen, Reggie, you can only see so many different breakdowns before it gets to your team for being lackadaisical. They're not really. They're not thinking, Reggie.
No, and like a player like Bryson Fleming, who's been everywhere, you have to really want to know where he was at. And like this is the defensive breakdown.
Yes, and it's unacceptable.
Yeah, as you see, the coach got a quick 30-second timeout. He's not taking any of that. Let his players know what's going on. He's coaching hard, very hard tonight.
Yes, and as fans, as coaches, as spectators, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for your coach to get upset with you and for things to be told to you that's unacceptable because we want what's best for you. So, for those watching the broadcast, this is not an indictment on these children. This is us telling them, hey, to get to the next level, to get the state of basketball in West Virginia to the next level, there's little things that we must correct as a state to improve on to get there. And sometimes it's just correcting little minor flaws. Lamar Hurst passes the ball to Sterling Trump.
Beautiful move, beautiful pass.
Up for 2. 37-23, Jefferson with 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Jaden Gladney pulls up for 3. Splash! Jaden Gladney for 3. 40-23, Jefferson. Sterling Troop attacks the basket. Mid-range jump shot, and he misses.
It looks like we have another travel on the floor.
Travel call.
I'm going to go back to that 3. Jaden Gladney is a player who can really light it up when he catches fire. Scoring bunches.
The Buchanan Upshur fans are a little upset there's no foul call. Jaden Gladney snows the ball up.
We have about 30 seconds left in the half.
So just wonder if Jefferson's going to wait for the last shot.
Well, Gladney with the step back.
And he misses. Rebound by Lamar Hurst. Back to Hurst. Back to Mr. Borain. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Mr. Borain quickly passes the ball off to Sterling Trump. He looks at the clock.
Quick glance at the clock. 3, 2, 1. And looks like Buchanan will not even get a shot off before the half.
And that's the frustrating aspect of the game right now. And I know they're going to get an earful when they go in at halftime. So at the half, we have Jefferson 40, Buchanan Upshur 23. We go to commercial break.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
Dinner, cookout, or company event and don't feel like cooking? How about you let HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering handle all your catering needs? We have everything from smoked meats and soul food sides, everything made from scratch just for your event. Please contact us at 816-438-1101 or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com HG's Barbecue and Catering. We gladly serve the Eastern Panhandle and DMV areas.
Juan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
Shut the camera off the pitch. Let's hear it for the Let's give it up for the Charisma Dance Ensemble.
And we're back. There was an awesome performance by the Charisma Dance Ensemble. So for the parents of any dancer in the Charisma Dance Ensemble, you can follow us on YouTube at Home Team Sports TV, and you can rewatch the performance.
Yeah, nice little performance, nice little break in the action. They did really well. Nice songs playing, a lot of rhythm.
Yeah, they did pretty good. They did pretty good. So we're back at Home Team Sports TV at the Cougar Cage. With Jefferson leading 40-23, but Reggie, this is not something that we didn't anticipate. But what we did anticipate has manifested itself once again with the number of fouls on the Jefferson High School Cougars.
Yeah, a lot of players in foul trouble early. We'll see how Coach Lewis adjusts to that. But as you see, second quarter, no press. Switch straight back, no press. Try to make them make shots, but Jefferson lost a lot of assignments second quarter too. A lot of assignments were blown. Easy points for Buchanan.
And Reggie, that's what I look at. Right now, we know Jefferson has a good team. We know Jefferson has the capability to make a deep run in the state. But it's the little things that happen in games that you're supposed to win that show if you're really locked in and ready for tournament time. And unfortunately today, with the lack of, I guess, emotional intelligence to adjust, it has been a little bit baffling right now.
Well, I think what's going on, Jefferson knows they're a better team. And that quick spurt early in the game is sort of knowing that, hey, we're the better team. We're just going to enforce our will. So what you want to do with a team like Buchanan is do that to them all game. Because you see Buchanan cut the lead down to about 11 early in the second.
Okay, and we'll be right back after a commercial break.
With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
Dinner, cookout, or company event and don't feel like cooking? How about you let HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering handle all your catering needs? We have everything from smoked meats to soul food sides, everything made from scratch just for your event. Please contact us at 816-438-1101 or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com HG's Barbecue and Catering. We gladly serve the Eastern Panhandle and DMV areas.
Juwan is the always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And we're back at the Cougar cage. The half has just ended. Reggie, what we spoke about the last time at halftime is the coach was highly upset, and you've seen it. He didn't even bring his players back out for any shots at the half. He used the whole 10 minutes to speak to his team.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to try to make them focus, not worry about the score, and let them know that, hey, first half's over, second half, let's try to adjust and let's try to make a run at them.
And once again, this game is sponsored by Cheryl Yates of ERA Liberty Realty. Phone number 304-261-6109. For all your real estate buying and selling needs, contact Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty. Player of the game, sponsored by Goosehead Insurance, the Carver Hall Agency at 304-557-2787. As the second half has started, with Buchanan Upshur getting the ball, Lamar Hurst makes the move.
Lamar Hurst playing a little big boy ball down there.
The lefty, he has all the skills to be a very impressive player. It's been fun to watch him and Cameron Johnson go at it. Jamari Jenkins with the ball at the top of the key.
One thing about Jefferson today, when they see man-to-man, they usually move the ball a lot more. It's a little more today, beat them off the dribble.
Yes.
Shane Gladney with the in-and-out three.
And you have to stick with what got you here. And what has gotten this team to this level has been the team play. So I'd like to see them go back to that in the second half.
Yeah, the individual ball is not really Jefferson's thing. Running gun.
Yes. And when I use emotional intelligence, it's more so, making sure you realize when, you guys are not doing the things that you're normally doing to be successful, and being able to catch yourself without someone else having to tell you to do it. And that's the emotional intelligence that I'm talking about. Not necessarily saying they're doing bad things or they're playing bad, but you also have to have that self-awareness to realize that, you know what, we're not playing the style of basketball that we normally play. Let's lock back in, get back to our style of basketball, and let's go win this game.
Yes, go ahead and put it to them early. Show about the nail on the coffin early in the third. Yes. Jefferson's right back with that press.
Sterling Trump with the ball. He loses control, but he pulls up mid-range, and then
there it is.
His shot. He's a leading scorer for Buchanan with 8. 40-25, Jefferson High School. Ball quickly to Cameron Johnson. He pulls up from deep.
Tough rebound by Wyatt Shively.
With the big boy rebound. Jefferson's bench is imploring his team to play defense. Ball to Trop. He attacks the basket. Jamar Jenkins with a great defense shuts him off. He was close to getting 5 seconds on that.
Very close, very close.
Hurst to end.
Fleming again.
An adjustment. A player that started in the JV game last game. He had started the second half for Buchanan Upshur. Mr. Sean Bordino.
Yeah, small. Not much to go to on the bench right now due to COVID, so gotta work what you got.
And he's made some very athletic plays in the first half. This young man had the chase down block on Jaden Gladney that was reminiscent of LeBron James in the finals. Maybe didn't get up as high, but I love the effort.
And something like to see just now, Jay Gladney went to the basket. That's something like to see more of him, just go to the basket. Outstanding shooter. Outstanding shooter. But he can get to the basket as well, as we can see here.
And when it comes to, Jaden, when he gets really deep into his college recruitment, that's what they'll want to see. They'll want to see that he's not just a spot-up shooter, that he's a full offensive threat.
And he's got it. I've seen him. He can work the short baseline, hit baby jumpers, floaters, layups.
Yes. He's a very impressive offensive kid. He's a very good basketball player, period. I've enjoyed watching Jaden Gladney play these last few years.
Again, short range, mid-range. But another breakdown in defense by Jefferson, giving up easy buckets.
It's a little bit of the same that we've seen in the first half. Quick shot by Jefferson High School. Buchanan quickly up the court. Sean Bourdin off the glass for 2. Jamar Jenkins with another three-pointer. He misses.
2 quick shots. It looks like we'll get another foul on Bryson Fleming.
Bryson Fleming. That's his 3rd personal.
So he has 3 fouls, but it gets back to what we've been speaking about. We have not seen Jefferson play like this since the beginning of the season. We're not seeing a lot of passing. We're not seeing a lot of team-oriented basketball right now. Sterling Hurst misses. The mid-range jump shot.
So we got a sub for Jefferson. Like Darian Massenberg coming in for Wyatt Shively.
I would like to see Jefferson on this possession get inside a little bit. They're not shooting the ball particularly well from the three-point line. Let's get some easy baskets. The alley-oop to Bryson Fleming is too high. The ball is quickly batted out by Sterling Trump. Jefferson keeps possession of the ball. Massenberg to Jenkins. He breaks him down off the dribble. To Jenkins. To Massenberg for 3. Rebound by Lamar Hurst.
What I'm noticing about this Buchanan team is when somebody drives, somebody trying to step in and take a charge.
Yes.
It's like, again, with Jamari Jenkins as he drove to the dish. And we have another foul on Bryson Fleming.
And that will be his 4th foul of the game. So he will have to go to the bench.
23, Bryson Fleming, 4th personal foul.
Wyatt Shively will quickly re-enter for Bryson Fleming. The ball is already in play.
Ooh. You would need to retake the ball back out of the side, but yeah, you're going to keep playing.
I've never seen that before. Lamar Hurst at the top of the key. The beautiful pass is Zach Boring, but he misses. And the rebound. Aggressive rebound by number 5, Sean Boledano, and he misses both. And Cam Johnson throws the ball away.
Sloppy possession by Jefferson. Look at a little lackadaisical. Hope they're not thinking ahead, thinking of sectionals, regionals.
And you can't you can't do that. You have to stay focused on the task at hand. And like we said many times today, you can tell they're not totally locked in. The ball stolen by Wyatt Shively up to Jane Gladney. Off the glass to Cameron Johnson. He misses.
Foul from behind.
Foul is on number 23, Ian Strader. That's a 2nd personal foul.
We got Cam Johnson going to the line for 2.
2nd.
Cameron Johnson misses the first.
Shooting 2.
So you want to see Jefferson start playing with a little more life right here.
Yeah, a little urgency. You can't play around and then all of a sudden just get it back. You got to stay locked in the whole game.
Went to the quick press.
Wyatt Shively with the rebound. Up to Gladney. Gladney attacks the basket.
Good move by Jane Gladney to go to the basket.
46-29. Jefferson. Zach Boring at the top of the key. Being harassed
on top
by the big man Cameron Johnson and Darian Massenberg.
Timeout.
And a quick timeout called by the Buccaneers. So, we will go to a commercial break.
It's full timeout. Only have 2 full left.
Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
And we're back at the Cougar Cage. We'll do a quick shout out to our sponsors. This game is sponsored by Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty. Phone number 304-261-6109 for all your realty needs. Player of the game sponsor is Goosehead Insurance by the Carver Hall Agency. You can contact Raul at 304-557-2787. And HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering. You can find him on Facebook at HG's Barbecue and Soul Food and Catering. You can contact him at info@hdfranklin.com for all your catering needs. HG catered my Super Bowl party, and I will say, Reggie, that's the best cornbread I think I ever had in my life.
And we're back. Jefferson with the tie-up, jump ball.
Jump ball, Cougar ball.
The ball will go to Jefferson. Hopefully we will see Jefferson, after that timeout, just put the game away, put the foot down, and quit playing around, and play their style of basketball and end this game.
Yeah, put a team away and keep them away.
You know, because in this section, the teams are playing a lot better right now. Now, you're seeing Spring Mills get better. You're seeing Martinsburg get substantially better. Hedgesville, they're talented. They're playing well. Musselman, with the size with Connor Long and the sharpshooting of Jordan Holmes. These teams are dangerous. So if you have a game kind of like tonight, they can take you out, and next thing you know, you're battling just for a spot at States.
Yeah, an off night down here is not a trip to Charleston.
And that would be disappointing. You can start off 19-0, 20-0, be ranked number 1 in the state, But if you don't make that trip to Charleston and make it a successful trip, you feel like your season wasn't as good as you may have thought it once was.
Especially with a team like Jefferson, like I said, who had a taste of Charleston last year.
Yes. Ball to Gladney. He pulls up for three. Off. Rebound by Lamar Hurst. Strong rebound.
Jefferson stays on the full court press.
Quickly up the court. They buck the press to Ian Buring. Sterling Troop with the ball, being guarded closely by Jaden Gladney. He attacks the coat, and he misses. Rebound by Buchanan Upshur. Zach Buring attacks the basket, and he misses as well. Strong rebound by Jaden Gladney. He pushes the ball up. Jaden Gladney senses the pressure behind him.
Good move to the cup. Good move to the cup. Nice little floater we talked about earlier.
Yes,
got that in him.
That floater is a very good move, and an unnecessary foul on number 3, Cameron Johnson. And these are the fouls we got to get rid of going forward. These are the fouls that Jefferson needs to get rid of going forward to win ball games, close ball games.
Yes. We got a substitution on the floor. It's like Jake Gladney into the bench. David Pye.
Lamar Hurst with a strong move.
One thing I noticed about this Buchanan team is they don't take a lot of threes.
No, they do not.
Mid-range into the basket. They know who they are.
Foul was on number 34 by Shively.
And
Hurst to shoot 2.
What I will say is, with Lamar Hurst, he has a very old school style of basketball. He really focuses on the mid-range. He has good base. He has good post moves. You know, he utilizes attacking baseline, spin moving back in. So he has good body control. I'm impressed with this kid. I don't know if he's a senior or what, but I just feel like he has a lot of potential to develop into something.
He's played hard all game.
Darian Massenberg attacks the basket. Quickly to David Haynes. A mid-range jump shot up and in.
Nice little baby jumper. Nice little baby jumper.
50-31 Jefferson. Cameron Johnson with the ball still. To his brother Colin. Colin to the passes the ball to Cameron Johnson. Little brotherly love going on. 52-31 Jefferson. Sterling Troop with the pass. Darian Massenberg with the foul. That would be Jefferson's 15 foul.
That was on number 25.
Calls on the floor.
It looks like it's going to be on the ground.
First personal, team's 5th.
Buchanan take it out under the basket.
Ian Strider with the ball at the top of the key. To Lamar Hurst to Sterling Troop.
Little high-low game.
Cougar ball.
Pass the ball to Ian Strider. This Buchanan team is very well coached.
Yeah, they haven't really gotten out of character. They're still doing what they need to do. Even being down by a substantial margin, they still went to the high-low, things that work for them.
Yes.
It looks like we got an air pass. On the same big Buchanan ball. Fans really not happy about that call right there. And Jefferson's out in the press for the last 20 seconds of the quarter.
A strong move to get the ball to Lamar Hurst. Back to Zach Buring, to Sterling Trout. And they kick the ball back out to Lamar Hurst at the top of the key. He goes strongly to the basket. To Ian Strider for 3. And the ball is off. After 3, we have the Jefferson Cougars 52 and the Buchanan Upshur Bucks 31. We'll go to commercial break.
Hometown Cougars 52, the visiting Buccaneers 31.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of
Real quick, we'd like to thank the sponsors.
And we're back at the Cougar Caves with Jefferson High School leading 52-31. At the conclusion of this game, Reggie, Home Team Sports TV, will select the Rahul Carvajal Goosehead Player of the Game. Right now, Reggie, what is a player that has stood out to you that you feel like is in contention for that Goosehead Player of the Game?
To me, it'd be Bryson Fleming.
Yeah.
Started the game off real strong with all the little things. It looks like Bryson Fleming called for a quick foul, and that might be it for him.
23, Bryson Fleming, fifth foul. Fifth foul in the contest.
So that's the fifth foul for Bryson Fleming, so his night comes to a close.
After just speaking highly, contention for player of the game, Goosehead, insurance player of the game. He's out now with 5 fouls. Cam Johnson will check back into the game.
It's Lamar Hurst.
So with a player like Bryson Fleming now done for the day, you lose a lot of spark.
Yes.
So let's see if we can carry that spark into the final corner for Jefferson.
Jamari Jenkins attacks the basket. The layup is off. Sterling Troop with the quick pace up back down the court, and foul on number 12, David Haynes. And something that I've pay attention to and realize as well is a lot of these fouls are just not moving your feet.
Like I said, as we said, just being lackadaisical.
Yes. The intensity hasn't been there as much today as it is normally, and that's something that I hope as the kids push forward, as the coaches push forward, and maybe the kids watch the broadcast, they can see that okay, there's little things that we could have done that maybe prevented us from getting that foul call.
Well, you got a game where you jump up on a team like Buchannon, and you just know you feel like you're just better than them.
Yes.
The type of games that are kind of hard to get up for. And we have a turnover here. Calvin Johnson.
Lamar Hurst up and down the court
with the layup. And Buchanan is applying a little pressure right now.
The layup in by Lamar Hurst. Now, that could have definitely been called a foul on number 45, Jared Wilbur.
To look at scores, it looks like Jaden Gladney is about to check back into the game.
Buchanan has cut the lead to under 20. Mr. Haynes cuts baseline.
Strong move and the finish on the short baseline.
I like this kid's offensive game. He can shoot the three, but today he has not settled for the three. He's attacked the basket, and he has a couple mid-range jump shots that we don't normally see from Mr. Haynes. He's typically a 3-and-D.
But you like to see him attack the basket, do a little something extra, because I'm sure the scouting report had him as a shooter.
Exactly, and that's why Reggie, I like working with you, because we feed off of each other. And you knew what I was going to say. The scouting report is going to show itself, and teams are going to watch these games. They're going to watch these games on Home Team Sports TV, and they're going to see what he does, and they're going to try to take that away.
And we have Lamar Hurst with the spot up mid-range again.
This kid is talented. Cameron Johnson takes the ball in. He misses. Rebound Lamar Hurst to Zach Boring. Back to Hurst. The left-hand layup up and in. 55-38, Jefferson.
Hurst with the score, the defensive stop, and the score again. It's not giving up, this kid.
Yeah, this kid is talented. Jaden Gunn, the ball at the top of the key. He takes it in to dish to Cameron Johnson. The strong foul by number 23, Ian Strider. And you see that, Reg? That's something that you also tell you tell the kids at home as well. Now, when you foul down low, No, we're not saying to get an intentional foul and have unnecessary contact. But if you're going to foul, you have to at least be physical enough they can't get that shot up and get the and one.
Yeah, you don't want the and one. That foul was just pointless.
From the concession stand.
But what I've seen today from Jaden Gladney is driving, dishing, pull-up game.
Yes.
Doing a little bit of everything tonight.
Jaden Gladney has had a really good game. Ian Strader attacks the basket.
Another mid-range shot.
Rebound on number 5, Sean Brunning. Blocked by Jared Warburger. Jamari Jenkins up. The alley-oop
to Cam Johnson.
And Cameron Johnson finishes.
For 2 points.
59-38 Jefferson. I think they wanted a little showtime with that.
Oh, it looks like.
And the foul is being called on number 45, Jared Warburger.
Foul is on number 45, Jared Warburger.
And it looks like McCann's going to the line for 2 on that one.
Wyatt Shively back into the contest for the Cougars.
They said 1-1. He misses.
Oh,
and a strong rebound by Aaron Strider.
Good fight.
Sean Bourdain passed the ball, stolen by Wyatt Shively. Up to Jaden Gladney. Jaden slows it up. Back out to the point guard, Jamari Jenkins. The pressure is being applied by Buchanan Upshur.
They're still playing.
I like this team. The beautiful pass by Jamari Jenkins, and Jared Warburger was not ready.
So we got a sub on the floor.
And you know, sometimes that happens when you're not used to playing with a point guard as good as Jamari Jenkins, that you got to realize that he can get the ball in spaces that maybe some other point guards cannot.
It looks like Jefferson's going to apply their half-court pressure right now. Try to speed this Buchanan team up.
Sean Bourdain blocked by Jared Warburger. Foul on Sean Bourdain as Jamari Jenkins gets the rebound.
And it looks like
incorrect. I am incorrect. They're actually calling Jamari Jenkins out of bounds. (59-38) Jefferson High School with 4:44 left in the fourth quarter. Zach Bourdain to Sterling Trop. Deshaun Orlando. The strong rebound by Wyatt Shively. Up to Jamari Jenkins to Jaden Gladney. He pulls up for 3. And he misses. Sterling Trop with the rebound. He takes the ball up. Passes the ball to Mr. Hurst. Off the leg of Wyatt Shively. It will remain Buchanan Upshur ball.
And just a reminder, our game is sponsored by Cheryl Yates of ER Liberty Realty. And also, player of the game will be sponsored by Goosehead Insurance and Carvajal Agency. Raul Carvajal.
And we're back. David Haynes with the mid-range pull-up. He's off. Strong rebound by Mr. Haynes. Out to Shively. To Gladney. To Jenkins. Jenkins with the beautiful dribble. Pull-up jump shot.
And beautiful side step shot by Jenkins.
The freshman with the beautiful slide step jump shot, as Reggie Creamer says. 61-38 Jefferson. Ian Strider with the cut. The beautiful pass by the JV player, Sean Bandano.
Looks like we have a breakdown on defense once again by Jefferson High. 3:30 left in the game.
Ball into Shively, the strong move.
Wyatt Shively.
We'll send Shively to the line.
He'll be shooting 2.
And it looks
Foul
like
was on 23, Ian Strader.
So we got Wyatt Shively to the line. So we got 2 subs sitting at the scorer's table.
While Shively is at the free throw line, we would like to also speak to our sponsor, HG Franklin, HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering. You can contact him at info@hdfranklin.com.
Gary Arnold Massenberg.
Wyatt Shively misses the first off the front end. He sinks the second.
Wyatt Shively gets 1 and 2.
62-40 Jefferson.
Jefferson with the substitution, but still staying with that half-court pressure.
And when you substitute, you can maintain that energy level the whole game. Hurst at the top. He kicks it to Ian Bourdain. Excuse me, Zach Bourdain. Lamar Hurst kicks it down to Sterling Trump.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful. And he's doing a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Distributing, scoring.
Yeah, this is a talented kid. We seen that in the first half, and we knew that was there.
Oh, beautiful pass. Beautiful pass by Kylan Johnson.
She-Town connection.
Lamar Hurst with the beautiful pass to Sean Bourdain. Blocked by Gerald Warburger.
Sean rebound by.
Stolen by Sean Bourdain. Zach Bourdain.
Good hustle by Jaden Gladney. I just couldn't get there in time.
If you see Lamar right now, he's talking to the sophomore, letting him know what he needs to do next time when he gets that pass to finish. And that's what you like to see from your elder statesmen on your teams. You like to see them coaching and leaving a little bit of their legacy behind whenever they finish up.
So we got the sub in the game. It's like Ty Vickers comes in for Jaden Gladney.
Ty's been a sharpshooter this year for the JB team.
Ooh.
Sterling Tripp pulls up for three. He misses. Rebound by Jared Warburger. Colin Johnson quickly up the court.
And one.
I'll tell you what. This sophomore has looked real good today.
That was on number 2, Zach.
Playing with a lot of confidence today. That's why everybody play with confidence.
When you can have a freshman with the skill level of Jamari Jenkins and then have a sophomore with the skill level of Colin Johnson coming off the bench, that bodes well for your team.
Ooh. And the air pass here by Lamar Hurst. Big Cougar ball.
And he has to be getting a little bit tired. I don't think he's come out the game once.
I don't remember seeing him subbed out at all. But he's still playing with high energy.
He is. He's in good shape.
We're under about 2 minutes left in the game.
I seen him at halftime in the last game getting up practice shots. So he takes the game seriously. He's out up front. Zach Bourdain with the fast break layup.
Coast to coast. Nobody got to stop the ball on those. Again, as we talked about, lackadaisical effort.
Strong block by Sean Blandano. Kyle Vickers. Flash for three. Like I was saying earlier, Ty has been a sharpshooter for that JV team. 69-44, Jefferson with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And you notice Buchanan, even though being down, they're not forcing or rushing shots. They're still running their offense.
Yes. And that's a sign of a really good coach.
Like one too many steps there. The short jumper.
Misses. Rebound by Ty Biggers. Loses the ball. Colin Johnson recovers it. He pulls up for the mid-range. And he misses. Sterling Troop shoots out. But Scott Blandano doesn't make the pass. Hurst passes the ball to Sean Blandano.
So we got a foul on the floor.
That was on number 45, Jared Wilberger, second.
And once again, you see Lamar working with Sean Blandino, trying to give him a little bit of wisdom of how to finish that going forward.
Yep.
Because I tell you what, I don't know who all is in that conference, but Buchanan Upshur is going to be a hard out for any team that has to play them.
Yeah, you take them lightly, you have a bad night. You're in a lot of trouble against them. They play hard throughout the whole game.
Yes. 69-46. Jefferson High School with 30 seconds left in the game. David Haynes pulls up for three. He misses. Rebound by Lamar Hurst. He quickly brings the ball up the court. The behind the back pass.
A little fancy. A little razzle dazzle on that pass.
69-48. Jefferson High School.
You got about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, you would like to see Jefferson run this clock out.
10 seconds.
It looks like Coach Lewis told him to just hold the ball. Looks like Buchanan will also back off as well.
And as the fans and the team do the J-High chant, Jefferson final. Jefferson 69. Buchanan Upshur 48. We'll go to commercial break and we'll come back for the post-game show.
18.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
Dinner, cookout, or company event and don't feel like cooking? How about you let HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering handle all your catering needs? We have everything from smoked meats to soul food sides, everything made from scratch just for your event. Please contact us at 816-438-1101 or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com HG's Barbecue and Catering. We gladly serve the Eastern Panhandle and DMV areas.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And we're back at the Cougar Cage. This is Akeem Holmes from Home Team Sports TV, live from the Cougar Cage with the Goosehead player of the game, Jaden Gladney. And Jaden, you know, I've been watching you for the last couple of years, you know, coming up as a freshman, watched you at Charlestown, light it up. So it's been good to see your maturity and the growth as a player, you know, playing with a team as talented as Jefferson. What is something you've had to adjust to at the high school level that you might not have had to adjust to in the middle school level?
I would say really working on my left hand, playing defense, running up and down the court. That's really it.
Yeah. So, you know, playing with a point guard like Jamari, with a multi-positionless player like Cam Johnson, you know, what is something that you go into every single game saying, you know, if I do this, it will make life easier for the both of them?
I would say scoring, get my shot right. I feel like with Mari facilitating and Cam getting the boards and pushing the ball, that's real big for us.
And that's what I've loved to watch with you guys. You know, seeing a player like Cam Johnson or Jaden Gladney or Jamari Jenkins or Will Shively, you guys get the rebound and you're gone.
Yeah.
Like it's no waiting, it's no looking for the point guard. It is get the ball
and we
gone.
Yeah.
And we out.
That's how we always been playing.
And I love to see that. But one question I want to ask you, with those kids being seniors, and enjoying the moment, but realizing that next year there's going to be a lot more responsibility on you. What is something that you take from them? What is something that you might have asked those seniors that can help take your game to the next level for next year and beyond?
I would say their leadership. I think their leadership is beyond that. So that's really one thing that I'm going to take from them when they leave. I would say there's their leadership.
All right, okay. Well, Jaden, the Goosehead player of the game, you finished with 12 points, but you impacted the game deeper than just the scorebook.
Yes, sir.
So we want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And thank you for everything you've done for the kids in the community and continue to play good ball.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So we will also have a special today. We will have another interview with another star of the team, Cameron Johnson. Cameron, I've been watching you for 4 years, Cam.
Yep.
Watching you for 4 years, I've seen you grow from a 5'8" kid at Jefferson to a 6'5" senior. I see how close you and your family are, and the things you guys do. How special was it playing with your little brother Colin in your senior season?
It's the best playing with my little brother. Like our whole team, we've been playing together since we was younger, so the chemistry's always been there.
All right, so. And realizing the positionless play that your coach allows you guys to play, it obviously gives you better college perspectives, right?
Right.
The college prospects, when they see 6'5", right here in West Virginia, it might be a center, but in the grand scheme of things, you'll be playing a guard, a 2-guard, or a 3-guard.
Right.
What is something that you could tell the kids that might be coming up in the future that might be 6'1", 6 foot playing at center to work on to develop a skill set that you have?
Just if you're over 6 foot, you're gonna be playing big man in high school. If you're not at a private school, so you just gotta play like a guard. As you're the biggest person on the team, just rebound, push the ball up the court, keep your handles right, keep your jumper right. You'll be good.
Okay. So is there like an extra emphasis that you emphasize in the weight room over the summer? Is there anything that you emphasize that you feel like you need to improve on to have a more successful senior season?
Everything. Most thing I emphasize is my jump shot and just handling the ball. Because I know next year I'm going to be playing guard at a college, so just got to stay ready.
All right, Cam, to put you on the spot, where is somewhere that you admire that you would love to see yourself end up at next year?
Oh, I don't even know. I really don't know.
As long as you can ball, you good.
As long as I'm hooping, I'm straight.
And that's all that matters. And as a community, that's what we want to see. We want to see you go off and be successful. We love this. We love watching you play, and we really appreciate you, Cam.
All right, thank you.
Once again, this is Home Team Sports TV. We'll go to a quick commercial break. Our game was sponsored by Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty at 304-261-6109. Our Goosehead player of the game was Jaden Gladney. They had a good, strong 12 points and 5 assists, but he did a little bit of everything. He was the most impactful player of the game. And we'd like to also give a shout out to HG at HG Barbecue. You can contact HG on Facebook at HG Barbecue and Soul Food Catering, and email him for your latest catering needs at info@hgfranklin.com. We will also like to give another shout out to our sponsor, Raul Carbajal at Goosehead Insurance. He can be contacted at 304-557-2787. We will take a quick commercial break. I'll be rejoined by my co-host, Reggie Creamer, as we will give you a post-game analysis. Once again, Jefferson.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
Dinner, cookout, or company event and don't feel like cooking? How about you let HG's Barbecue and Soul Food Catering handle all your catering needs? We have everything from smoked meats to soul food sides, everything made from scratch just for your event. Please contact us at 816-438-1101 or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com HG's Barbecue and Catering. We gladly serve the Eastern Panhandle and DMV areas.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And we're back at the Cougar Cage. This is Akeem Holmes, my co-host Reggie Kramer with Home Team Sports TV. We'll give you the final analysis on the game. Thank you to Reggie for getting the statistics. For Buchanan Upshur, we have number 2, Zach Boring with 4 points. Number 4, Sterling Throp with 17 points. Number 5, Sean Blandino with 7 points. Mr. Everything Lamar Hurst finished with 11 points. And number 22, Nathaniel Ringer, ended up with 9 points.
Excuse me, that was Ian Strider.
Ian Strider with 9
Sorry
points.
for that.
Thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Reggie. For Jefferson High School, we have number 0, Jaden Gladney, the player of the game. The Goosehead player of the game, Rahul Carvajal with 12 points. We have Deion Taylor, who did not play. Number 3, Cameron Johnson with 14 points. Number 10, Jamari Jenkins with 9 points. Number 11, Colin Johnson with 5 points. Number 12, David Haynes with 7 points. Number 20, Will Shively with 8 points. Or Wyatt Shively with 8 points. And number 23, Bryson Fleming with 10 points. Now, Reggie, we were speaking about Bryson, in the running for the player of the game at the end of the third quarter. But unfortunately, he fouled out. And Jaden was someone who kind of like slowed the game down, gave Jefferson a little bit of calm and a little bit of peace. And that's why we chose him as the Carvajal Goosehead player of the game.
Yeah, because with a player like Jaden, like you say, he's usually a 3-and-D guy, but with the guard situation, Deion not playing today, Jenkins in a little foul trouble.
Yes.
He started to pick his spot, finding people on assists, and he really contributed more just a three-point shot, which Jefferson loves when he makes those threes. Spot-up shooter.
And we'll need that going forward. And another thing, Reggie, was that Jefferson forced 23 turnovers today.
And like I said, Jefferson once you put you in the high 20s. I don't think Jefferson's had but about maybe 2-3 games where they haven't forced at least 20 turnovers.
Yes.
And they only had 9 of their own, which also means they're forcing a lot and taking care of the ball a little bit. So you want to be able to do that, have a nice balance of what's going on. And one more stat for Jefferson is they only hit about 4 threes tonight.
And Reggie, and that is something that's very shocking for a Jefferson team that likes to get the three ball up. Today we've seen them attack the basket a little bit more than usual. Do you think that was because they finally had a substantial athletic advantage over the opposing team.
Well, I think also with them is as the season get on, they understand my shot's not falling. Let me try to do something else. And that's why I said a player like Jay Glantz, what we saw tonight. Hey, my shot's not really falling. I'm gonna go create a shot, and that's something you want to see forward from him, Jamari Jenkins, Cam, that's all these guards. That's what you want to see.
And that's the emotional intelligence that we spoke of earlier in the first half that we said that they kind of weren't showing. They showed it very well in the second half that they realized that, my three-point shot's not falling. Let me attack the basket. Let me create for my teammates. And, that allowed them to get a 22-point victory over a pretty good Buchanan Upshur team.
A very well-coached Buchanan Upshur team who just, like I said, no matter what the score was, played hard and still ran the offensive sets. Nobody jacking, nobody hero ball much, still running their offensive sets.
And there's no egos on that team. You've seen the seniors trying to, to coach up the younger players, and that's something that I admired watching that game. So it's just, it's great that the community gets to witness, different skill sets, different talents, and I really look forward to seeing how they do going forward in sectional play.
Yeah, I do too, especially when you play a team like Buchanan, who you see they had the advantage from, but a team that's scrappy like Buchanan really test your heart to see how much you really want to win. And Jefferson answered that call. Like I said, down a few starters today. Players not playing heavy minutes. Those type of games that you want to know that you'll be able to win. Nitpick games, and that's what this kind of game was for Buchanan. We're going to fight you teeth and nail. Can you sustain? And that's what Jefferson did. They sustained everything. Every time Buchanan made it look a little more interesting, going on a little run, Jefferson was right there. Just quick 6, 7, 8-point run. So that was good stuff.
And going forward for next week with Home Team Sports TV, we have Tuesday's girls sectional with Washington and Musselman. We have Wednesday's Jefferson versus Spring Mills boys game. And then we will conclude it with the girls Section 1 championship game with Jefferson and the winner of the Washington and Musselman game. What is a game that's coming up that you are really excited about?
It's sectional time. Every game is going to be exciting. Everybody plays everybody hard because one of the most competitive areas in the state.
Yes.
We are one of the most competitive areas in the state. Now, when we can't send 4 or 5 teams, which would be nice.
You don't get to send 2.
Yeah, we send 2.
And it was 1 when we grew up.
Yes.
It was only 1. So it's a game that I look forward to seeing that potentially the Washington-Jefferson game, because I just feel like with the talent level at both schools, that could be a matchup to watch for the next 3 to 4 years. So
crosstown rivalry.
The crosstown rivalry of Jefferson and Washington. But guys, we have to end this broadcast with Jefferson Cougars, the #1 ranked team in the state, with another very, very victorious victory.
Impressive win.
Very impressive win. So from Akeem Holmes from Home Team Sports TV with my co-host Reggie Creamer. Good night.
Support your community.
Peace out. Support your community.
Over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve.